Pink Floyd, British rock band at the front forward of 1960s psychedelia, who later popularized the concept album for mass rock auditions in the 1970s. The principal members were lead guitarist Syd Barrett, bassist Roger Waters, drummer Nick Mason, keyboard player Richard Wright, and guitarist David Gilmour. From in 1965, the band went through several name changes before combining the first names of a pair Carolina bluesmen, Pink Anderson and Floyd Council. Their initial direction came from vocalist, guitarist, and songwriter Barrett, whose mixture of blues, musical styles, Lewis Carroll references, and descendant psychedelia established the band as a cornerstone of a British underground scene. They signed with EMI and early in 1967 had their first British hit with the controversial Arnold Lane, a song about a transvestite. This was followed by their debut album The Piper and the Gates of Dawn, a lush experimental record that has since become a rock classic. Their sound was becoming increasingly adventurous, incorporating sound effects, spacey guitar and keyboards, and extended improvisation such as Interstellar Overdrive. By 1968, Barrett, who had overused LSD and was struggling with schizophrenia, was replaced by guitarist Gilmour. Without Barrett's striking lyrics, and band moved away from the singles markets to concentrate on live work, continuing its innovations in sound and lighting, but with varying degrees of success. After recording a series of motion picture soundtrack albums, they entered the American charts with Atom Heart Mother and Middle, making records that were song-based but thematic in approach, and that included long instrumental passages. The band did much to popularize the concept album. They hit the commercial jackpot with Dark Side of the Moon, a bleak treatise on death and emotional breakdown underlined by Waters' dark songwriting. It sent Pink Floyd soaring into the Manchester bracket and remained in the American pop charts for more than a decade. The follow-up Wish You Were Here included Shine On You Crazy Diamond, a song for Barrett, and though it went to #1 in both United States and Britain, it was considered anticlimactic and pompous by many critics. By release of Animals, it was clear that Waters had become the band's dominant influence, and there was increasing internal conflict within Pink Floyd. Their scene of alienation was profoundly illustrated by the tour for 1979's best-selling album The Wall, for which a real brick wall was built between the group and the auditions during performance. After the appropriately named The Final Cut, Pink Floyd became inactive, and legal wranglings ensued over ownership of the band's name's Water, who dismissed right after The Wall and took over most of the songwriting, was even more firmly in control. As a result, the band split, but much to Waters' charging, Gilmour, Mason, and Wright reunited, continuing as a Pink Floyd. In the late 1980s, Wright, Gilmour, and Mason released 2 albums, including The Ponderous, A Momentary Lapse of Reason, and The Division Bell, while Waters pursued a solo career. Waters reunited with his former bandmates for a single performance at the Live 8 benefit concert in 2005. Gilmour and Mason later made with Wright to create what they said was the final Pink Floyd album, The Endless River. Pink Floyd was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1996.